The final show of this entire year. We've almost made it a year together. Woohoo! We'll get ready to go for 2026 and we'll hit our Derby winners and make all the monies. In the meantime, let's wrap it up and make some money. Monday, the second day of racing at Santa Anita, because everything's been kind of pushed back, it's a really competitive stakes race. It is the Joe Hernandez. Man, this is an awesome race. You know, I have one issue with Southern California racing. It's because my dude Giovanni Franco doesn't get enough mounts. But that's their problem. They got to get that dude more mounts. He's on an also horse, the 13. He's probably not going to draw in. So let's take a look at what's happening. Imagination, going to go 6.5 furlongs here on the turf in the Joe Hernandez. And, Imagination, intriguing. Bob Baffert, but this runner goes to the turf for the first time. Zio Joe, very impressive runner. Probably going to be closing. Sorrento Sky, closing as well. Flyover, speed. Yellow card, closer. Motorius is a deep closer. Unconquerable Keen, closer. El Potente, hey, this horse has speed turning back in distance. Very dangerous for Dan Blacker. Gas Me Up, deep closer. Sumter is a very versatile runner. You know, 6.5 might work for him, but I actually prefer him going a mile. Then you have the alsos. Awesome Rhythm, speed. Schwartzmeyer, it has some speed. Feel the Magic, has a little bit of speed. Could be useful, but probably not going to draw in. Son of a Birch, closer. First piece, deep closer, right? Okay, so that's how it looks, and this is what we're going to do. We want a deep closer that we think just doesn't matter. I don't think it really matters where this runner is. I think he's super consistent. He's been in California, so started off there at Los Al, then won at Del Mar, and looked okay in the one run at Santa Anita and Azuma Beach. Then immediately went to Woodbine with the new connections. I thought looked really good there. Now comes back to Southern California for Pete Urton. Again, Pete is familiar with this runner, and I think they're going to get a nice setup. We'll see if they get the right traffic, the right trip. And I think we'll get value on Gas Me Up. That's coming up in the Grade 2 Joe Hernandez Stakes. That'll be on Monday. Then we're going to jump to Tuesday, because Tuesday has two really good races, and we're going to focus in because they're dealing with 2-year-olds. Remember, we got to start watching these 2-year-olds before they become newly minted 3-year-olds, just to track their progress. 7 furlongs is the distance in the Parx Future Stars for 3 or 2-year-old colts and geldings. So the boys going 7 furlongs. Okay, Milata, speed to the inside. Tough Guy Tony, speed to the inside. Connor's Crew, speed. Red Zone Runner, closer. Freedom's Echo, speed turning back. Carnival Rock, closer, coming to the main track after running on the synthetic last 2 times out. Higher Sense, kind of rate, kind of stalker. Gavoni, gonna close. Live stream, deep closer. All right, in this race, there's enough speed, but what I like to see runners, especially when we're going 7 furlongs and we're dealing with the younger horses. I prefer runners turning back in distance going to that 7 furlongs as opposed to stretching out to the 7 furlongs, especially when they're younger. Higher Sense is a runner that started out going 5 furlongs on the turf. Not a bad performance at all. Then a mile on the turf, another good performance. Then a mile on the main track, another good performance. And then a mile on the main track, not as good. But I still think that he's in the right spot. He'll get something to run at, and I think he's going to represent great value. I'll take this horse 15-1. I think we'll get bet down because of the running style and the experience going a route, turning back. I think we'll get bet down to 10-1. We'll take that. No problem there. So we've got Higher Sense in the Parx Future Stars for the Colts and Geldings. Then we go to Parx Future Stars for the fillies. 7 furlongs. It'll be race 9 on Tuesday at Parx. Divine Intentions to the inside, speed, but I don't know if I can count on her to dictate the pace. Moon Hallery, no speed. Been out there on the front end, but not fast enough in this group. Law School is fast enough. Savor It is not. Tejas Express, closer. Sechouet, this has got some speed. The 6 is going to be tough. Tap Into Grace, going to be sitting in a really nice spot. Divine Seeker, closer. Bella Nova, also a runner that wants to make the move from off the pace. So looking at some of these runners, right? We've got runners that have already proven they can make that move. Divine Seeker doesn't have a rider just yet, but going to be in a good spot. Tap Into Grace has already faced some better competition, and I totally expect her to be in the mix. Sechouet, the 6 has the speed and probably going to have to deal with the 3 Law School, and Definitely the one, Divine Intentions. The two's not fast enough. I think combined, it's good enough to set it up for a runner who I think gets a new rider and I think has the right style. Kendrick Carmouche, who, by the way, I think I've only made money on him one time, and that was that Bourbon horse that won the Wood a few years back. I can't remember, but it was a massive long shot. Anyway, John Service and Bellanova, I think, will be in a great spot. Yalpan is the sire, really incredible sprinter, great natural speed. And the fact that this filly already understands how to make the move from off the pace, I think that makes her very dangerous in here, now going from 5.5 to 6 and then 6 to 7. I think she's going to be in a great spot. We get great value, and that's how we get all of the monies. And we'll see to it that Kendrick Carmouche helps us close out the year with money, money, money. All right, that's how we do it. The final show of 2025 here on Horse Race Bets. In the meantime, in between time, until next time, I'm Ken Rudolph. We will see you here. Have a fantastic end of the year, and we're going to get off to a great start in the new year. And in the meantime, we'll see you next time. Good luck and enjoy whatever you're into.